this is the One Pole Show, yeah. And recently I've been bringing so much of the man them through. And you lot are the new additions to Filthy
All right, then.
The brand new signings. You lot come like Tevez and Mascherano. It's just that you're going to be successful here.
Tevez right now. No. Whoa.
Oh, you went
I'm
to United?
Mascherano. I'm the Dirts man, Liverpool general, Champions League winner. All of that.
You was claiming Tevez as a real Liverpool fan.
No, I've lost my mind because he's
Playing at
so.
Old Trafford.
I was thinking of that shot he done.
Which
Remember
one?
That shot he done with Righty. You know when he shot it out of the planet to
Oh, but the kid of is, yeah. Do you know what? You're in a position where I don't think you can
and
say
a sore
much as
fire.
well.
Jupiter.
Because
I'm
I've seen a clip of you
So
and
he's
the
shuffling,
chest.
he's doing off the shoulder thing.
Oh, it was terrible, bro.
Treading water in the
terrible.
middle of the pitch.
He feels like he started the move, but really and truly,
If
you
I-
could have just been anything. You
Paul,
could have
Paul.
been a corner flag. You
Paul,
could have been a
you're
goalpost. The
mad.
contribution was
Let's
so
not even do that.
static,
Let's not
bro.
even do that.
Oh, now you don't want to do it. That's what
Because
you-
everyone, if you read the comments, the people were saying straight like, "Yo, bro, I saw what you did.
Listen,
No, you no goal."
before we even go, I'll tell you about comments. Don't let comments get you too high, and don't let comments get you too low.
Let me tell you what's fucking with him, yeah?
What's he doing?
He's coming out.
Let me
Love,
tell you.
love.
Let me tell you.
Wait. What's going on? Someone dropping something in your favour.
They took the keys.
I got the
car's
car
gone,
key
he's got
and
the
he
key in
had the
his
car.
pocket.
You
It's a
took
push-
whose car?
No, he's in my car and I've got my car key with me and he was going home in the car. He's like, "Yo, where's the key?" I'm like,
If it stops, we won't have to start again.
"Yeah." So I'm like, "Yo, spin round right now." My dog. He said, "I was just about to turn it off." You know? What for?
Sorry, Margs, I cut you off when you were gonna say.
Big up Fresh Cabal as well.
No, I'm saying what's fucking with him is that he's so wild, yeah,
Yeah.
and crazy,
Yeah.
and he's doing this whole breath of fresh air thing.
Of course.
That he's got like a hive, he's got like a beehive, like Beyonce thing that rock with him, and they just agree with anything he says, and then he lets it get. Do you hear what he said? Oh, the people in the comments, that's all your
course.
idiot rock right.
Don't hate the rocks, bro. Don't hate the rock while them switch on you.
Listen,
you understand?
I'm telling you, don't let them get you too up here,
Bro.
and don't let them get you too down here.
You know when you got
Otherwise
a mum,
they
you know
own you.
when you got a mum like mine, blood.
Yeah.
You stay below grounded. You know
Come
like
on.
that.
Said below the ground,
When
innit?
man's gassing me, I just get grounded. You know. That's it. I just get grounded when man gassing.
Do you know why it was so difficult for me to be gassed when anything I was doing?
Come on.
Because as long as I was doing what I was doing, I was escalating. I was at FilthyFellas. So you'll just turn up and hear them man just cuss you for the early days of Mitch. Cuss me till the I feel so bad about myself. I don't even care about we just got 1 million views. This YouTube just told me my eyes are so far apart. They're in 2 different fucking zones. Man, I'm like, one eye's in zone 1, one eye's in zone 2.
That man's tearing.
This is how man are killing me. So
No,
it's nice to be humbled. But no, do you know what? I am humbled by
I'm
both
humbled.
of you guys. If I'm being
I'm
totally honest
humbled
with
by
you.
you, my friend.
At the
100%.
start of like whatever this UK thing may be, at the very, very early, the adolescence, I remember the presence of Mashtown. I can't pretend it wasn't there. I remember how disruptive it seemed. I remember how
sir.
it was almost like you weren't invited, we're coming through the back door, and when we get in, you can't kick us out. Maybe you might have problems with us trying to get in, but when we get in the rave, we're staying here. And that's how I felt about Mashtown.
And if you don't let us in,
this
whole
was a
rave lock off.
So
Yeah, you see what, Paul? I agree with you so much, but you know
Yeah.
what? I'm kind of like you in this, Paul. I'm a fan, like. So when it's mash time,
Massive
when you're asking the questions about mash time, I've got a few questions for Marks as well because
I
I
know.
was the man that was trying to get it, you know.
But you know what?
And I still have no bars, so.
Loons, I can't even discredit anything that was happening for the simple fact that if I'm totally honest with you, I just think it was an incredible thing to watch and witness because it was like almost at the start like a rumour. There was no pictures of anyone from Mashtown. All I heard was Mashtown this, Mashtown that, and then the music was introduced.
Killed 100 men.
You heard all of these things, but I'll take it from the point. I won't go to them type of tales. I'd rather just go from the point where I watched the Tim Westwood freestyle.
Madness.
I could even go back to Stay Poor Run the Streets, but it's so far back. I'd rather you lot tell that story exclusively on your own channel for you lot. I'll go from me as a fan loving it, then watching the Westwood freestyle. What was that like for you, man, collectively? Because it wasn't isolated at one any individual. Margs was just man of the match. It was Matchtown. Margs just happened to be man of the match. What was the feel for everyone around that time?
The Westwood thing was because by Westwood was like
The goal.
08 or something like that.
Goat
Yeah.
shit. He was like the main
by,
man.
By before, like you see what, like it was mad because Westwood opened man up to like the whole country, and man started getting recognition in different ends and even out of London and all that. It was dope. But before that, in Hackney,
Yeah.
man had Hackney on toast.
But what was his mixtapes doing? Because the mixtapes were coming. They were
We
they
would
were
send
reaching
them out.
north.
We
They
would
were reaching
send
east.
them out the back of our boots, putting them in
West,
barber shops, like the man them, like giving the man them 20s, moving them, coming back a couple of days later. Oh yeah, they're gone. We need more.
There was beef and
whatnot,
all re-ups and that. Come
Like,
back, proper man's not bringing back the re-up and that.
Every single house in my borough had those CDs. I'm talking every single house. So before
So
man
what was the
big,
marketing strategy? What was the marketing
there was
strategy
no marketing
then?
strategy because there was no strategy. There was no game. There was no one.
So what did you do? It must have been something.
We
'cause
said
it
we're going to
worked.
print out these mixtapes and we're going to push them out.
And how did you push them?
Like food?
Hand to hand, like yeah, just like
drugs.
just like we were
Literally
shotting.
like drugs.
We just print them up and we just go
Like-
anywhere we
like-
go and we just push them out.
Man used to stop strangers in the street and that. And like, you know that, you heard of that match that, you know, where's it? You know what I'm saying? Man used to try and get a street team, but remember, we're all like super street. Like, so man's like, I ain't signing up in West End, no, man, no. CDs, you get me? So it was a weird one. Man wanted to do up street team, but like,
Couldn't.
like, but
Man's
yeah,
phone's
but
ringing and that.
I'm not like a face. When I was doing up hosting it, so I'm not a face that people, oh, you're the host. Now I get that now, you get
Yeah.
it. But then no one even cared. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, Loons, you're about to go and stand outside. Yo, remember going shut up the whole room. You get me? Man want me to do up Mike JL. Can I say? Man want me to do up Mike JLC. You get me? Outside Top Man selling CDs.
JDs and that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So we didn't. You get what I'm saying? You needed to buck, man.
And that was the hustle back then. When I used to see like,
You
I
needed
remember
to
Mike
buck,
GLC doing. I used to just be so
I
humbled
rate that.
because Mike GLC for me
Rated
was
that.
one of the dopest lyricists. So then when I used to watch his videos and then see him, for him he may have even looked at it as like I'm handing out. For me it was like, oh my god, it's Mike GLC. I'm not even ready to chat to my man yet. Let me just go and that's how I felt about you lot. I remember the first time I saw you lot out in a function, it was like, oh my god. Do you know how hard he is at spitting? How hard he is at rapping? Hackney on Smash. I think everyone knows that you lot had Hackney on Smash when it came to music.
Yeah, but the Westwood thing was up until that point was like the biggest opportunity man had. Like man know what
Man
Westwood
couldn't even
is.
get on Channel U.
Yeah, man couldn't even get on Channel U those times.
All right, so this is what I love to know. You had Hackney on Smash. You had, I reckon, a lot of hoods on Smash in the sense
100.
of people knew about your musical presence.
Kind of in East London though, because remember by those points,
Yeah.
well, like from when it started, remember back day there weren't no YouTube, there weren't no internet, so the place was smaller.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace, but I didn't know about MySpace. I came out of
He
prison
was
and the man.
chopping up. That's all he was
He's
doing.
lying. I came out of
That's all he
prison.
was doing.
I came out of prison, yeah, and the man gave me some details and said, "What?" And I said, "What's this?" He said, "It's your MySpace." I said, "What's on MySpace?" And he gave me the he told me go on there, myspace.com and sign in, and everything was there. They set up for me while I was inside. So before I went to jail, all these things wasn't there. I don't know nothing about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? And all my things, all word of mouth and that. It's all word of mouth and CDs and stuff. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like when I came out and seeing how things are growing, it's like raw. There's people out of it. I heard gigs. The first time I heard gigs was when I went in jail. So I went to jail. A man gave me a gigs CD and I'm playing it. I came home, went to my mum's yard. Some of my brother's brethren are outside the yard and they're playing gigs and reciting them word for word. And for me, that's crazy because for one, I only just learnt about him. I didn't know anybody else knew about him.
Yeah.
For two, to be all the way in Hackney and you up playing this Peckermute. Remember before I was like I was the one. I'm the guy. There's nothing. There's nobody else. There's nothing else. No one can't do what I do. There's a few people, obviously, man, like Joe Black. Even like the first time I heard Joe Black, I was stunned that somebody else can do what I do.
And England as well.
Yeah, English person can do what I do. Because remember, like I said, the place is small. You're not connected. I don't know what's going on in the south and north.
No, you know what it was?
Whatnot.
There was like other rappers at this time, but everyone was rapping and doing up American accent.
There was meaty
So
people that
bare
didn't care
people
about.
was doing up-
I'm talking about good people.
They were doing up like American accents and so. But these men were the first hearing blacks. They were the first that was doing it Cockney. You know, like they're doing it how we speak. You get me? The odd Jamaican slang in there. We are a bit Cockney. Do you know what I'm saying? It is. If you're a street you had to feel it. You can't not feel it because
Yeah, so
I'll
to go back
you know
to
what it is. I'll second you because there are a few people that I remember very, very early on that my dad used to play. My dad used to play Black Twang. My dad used to play.
I see. I've heard of them: Black Twang, Roots Maneuver, Rodney P, Skinny Man. But we weren't listening to those people.
Yeah, so you lot were the first people
Kalashnikov.
that my dad didn't have to introduce
There
me
you go.
to. Kalashnikov as well.
Yeah.
I was introduced by my cousin.
Yeah.
So
we wasn't listening to those people. And if we want our rap fix, we've got to go to America. We've got to go to Locks, Mobb Deep, Rough Riders, Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas,
I was
Tupac.
doing up.
You know what I'm trying to say?
What's his name? Iceberg Slim. Remember that?
Iceberg Slim. He was a barber in East London, isn't it? Cause do you know how? Let me show you how it was, man. When I've gone to East London one time, I went to Walthamstow just to buy a one trainer.
Yeah.
I've seen him in the barber shop.
He was cold though.
I went home.
See, and Channel U put us and MTV based on that put us onto all those kind of people. Remember, we couldn't get on. We weren't allowed on it. They wouldn't take us.
So then why did it take Westwood for you lot to go where you needed to go? Because what was confusing for me is you had a lot of noise.
We had a lot of noise on the streets, but in the industry, we was always like, don't touch
bloodshed.
Why?
Just because of like the beef that man had and whatnot, and then obviously the youth
and the people that we were beefing was probably
in the industry.
Were in the industry. They were the industry. They were the industry.
Yeah, so they just ran around and we just had a bad rap.
If you work with them,
and remember they're from the streets and they're dangerous, innit? So it's like if we're not involved in nothing, so we're not even messing with you lot. Because if we mess with you lot, we don't want no trouble from these lot.
Wicked man. Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say? It was all that kind of stuff. So Westwood, came about. Gigs bust man on Westwood.
It's doing my head in, bro. This guy's still not working, bro. It's doing my head in.
I bust you on my Amazon, man. Just shut it off.
You know what, innit?
Classic.
You know Hypo? I don't know when Hypo got introduced to Gigs or how they met, but Hypo got introduced to Gigs and him and Hypo started building a relationship there. Yeah. Gigs gave Hypo the Westwood link for us to get on Westwood.
Big up Gigs for that.
Yeah. Are you serious?
100%. Yeah.
Wow. So it was Gigs that got you onto Westwood?
I would say that, yeah. Gigs gave... Yeah, he patterned up Hypo with Westwood and that, and that's how it happened and that, yeah.
All right, wow.
Gigs has always shown the man them bare love though. I've met him with you lot once, probably twice. Once at Wireless and that. Homeboy seems like super lig. Like, you know, like he's super gone.
Yeah.
And he still remembers my man. You get me? Because there was a stage in this UK hip hop team. Yeah. Them man were neck and neck. You get what I'm saying, innit? Gigs and Margs were neck and like they were the two best in London. England, sorry. Yeah, they were the two best.
I love Margs, you know. He was when it comes to him.
Sorry, man. No, it is. I used to call him the Intercontinental Champ. I used to call him. You get me? I say the world champs in America.
Stop it foolishness.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, innit?
Stop it
The world champions are like Drake and them man are the world champions of this rap thing. But Margs, you're the Intercontinental.
No, respect what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, innit?
I respect him. He's an idiot.
No, man, it's just like you got a belt, innit?
Yeah.
Rep your thing, innit? Like you're not ready for the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior flex yet, but soon.
He's a fool.
I do love the fact that we can talk about people like Gigs and hear them stories, because I think loads of people have a story about Gigs and how amazing he is just as a person. Like even the fact that he came to our podcast. He doesn't even know what that done for me and Chucky's podcast at the time. Yeah. Because we knew people were speaking about it. We knew it was spoken about. But when Gigs came on there, I can't pretend that a different energy didn't come over there. I can't pretend that more artists didn't want to come over there. And Gigs just done it out of a love thing. Like, I've seen something. I have an opinion on it. I'm just going to come over there. And, bro.
Big man, pull up to No Behaviour.
But that was just mad humbling for me. Do you know where I'm coming from? So it doesn't surprise me that anyone can meet Gigs and he's just... Because he is just bare normal. I ended up speaking to him about what our children will watch on television and the best television programs. And I was like, I'm talking to Gigs about what my youths watch on TV to hush their mouths.
Yeah, no, man.
And he's giving me recommendations.
Because that's how man had that moment. And then it was like, when Hypo said, oh yeah, we're going on Westwood. And I think he said like, oh yeah, we're going on in a couple of weeks or something like that. I said, all right, cool.
That's a mad thing though, because Westwood at the time is Westwood and the raves and Friday night Westwood.
I'm in and out of Walkhouse.
I'm telling man now, this is my biggest opportunity.
Westwood
is mad.
No, so the next time I've gone in, mans are like, yo, yeah.
So what's the energy after Westwood? Because we already know what you've done.
The energy after Westwood is crazy.
Rich and Switch. That's all I'm telling you. He had
dropped you out, innit?
You probably had a Dell. He had a Dell, and then it went up to iMac. Everything changed. everything fell off. Everything.
Walking in the deep with the Adele one now. Look at it. I hear you. See you, yeah.
Trust me.
You see after Westwood, yeah. Because like I said, I've always been on a pedestal in Hackney. Yeah. Yeah. After Westwood, yeah, that changed the conversation. Where it was like what he was saying, like that's when people started pitting me against Gigs, because Gigs had a Westwood and they would mash up the Westwoods and stuff like that. And then that's when the conversation was like,
no way,
who's the best? Who's the best? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when it changed. Cool. That's when everything just. I wouldn't say everything just changed, but that's when it just went mad. That's when, and obviously it's early internet days and all that, and that's when you start getting man hitting you up from Birmingham and stuff like that. Funny places, and it's like, I'm walking down the street, say I'm in Birmingham, I'm with Wiley. I'm walking through. I'm walking through Brum. Yeah. A man will stop. Man walking past. Man stop. Go raw Wiley. Yeah. And they look and they go raw Margs. I'm like, what?
Next to Wiley now. That's all mad.
You might not know me. Like, no, trust me, you're cold, brother. And it's just like all around the country. And it was just like a.
No, I think Brum,
different.
Brum's proper like little London because
Brum is lit, innit?
Brum's dope because you see why it's so even doing No Behaviour, man's not even cool. Man roll with these out and they get their attention. And you don't get it. You don't get second-hand attention. The UK is not like that. You know what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah.
You know, like you could be Meek Mill's brethren in America and have hundreds of thousands of followers. You see what I'm saying, innit?
It's because the industry is bigger for it now. And America's massive, so you can't even compare.
100%.
But in England, if it was as big as America, it would
Probably
be the same thing.
Of course, but we're in a
Smaller,
vacuum.
yeah.
We're in a smaller vacuum. So these groupies and the fans and that, they don't care about the brethren. You get me? So I was just a normal dude, innit? Realistically, innit? I had a bit of hood little popularity. But when these men, after they done the Westwood, man could see the literal, you know, like the literal change in the way, like, you go Westfield with him or wherever, shopping, he's just getting stopped randomly, like, or, you know, like a group of goons, like a group of guys that man might have to just, like, we will stop our combo to just see who they are, because man was kneeing in the streets. They're now like, oh, you know, you get me? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There's a little hate there. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Say they're supposed to know who I am right now. You know how funny I am. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I'm entertaining up the man them.
Yeah, and not getting nothing for it.
No, right, nah.
So then how's that making you feel at the time, Margs? Because it's almost like you've gone into that Westwood on some I'm the best. You've proven to a certain extent that you are definitely in the conversation of one of the best UK rappers at the time. Now that conversation is spiraling out into Greater London, into Greater England. Everyone's talking about it across the UK now. It's a real conversation. Where are you mentally now? And where are you in your position in music?
I'm fucked because anywhere I go, people recognize me. Anytime people are talking about me, they're talking about me like, yeah, he's one of the best or whatever. But where it matters, I'm not in the talk. I'm not in the conversations.
So where did it matter for you to be in the conversation where you were?
Well, the times was changing, innit? So especially around those times and the few years after, man are getting opportunities. Yeah. Everyone's getting opportunities. Man are getting label deals. Man are getting things. Even like I'm saying, like even to say that, even like just say for like Gigs, for example, man always bring him up because that's who people will pick me up against him. He's doing things. I'm seeing PlayStation adverts of him at Christmas, and like he's got signed. He's doing whatever he's doing, and I'm saying I'm not even in a office for a single deal. Like there's no, I'm not where it matters. I'm not around. I don't get played on debate radio stations or none of these things. And I think I'm popular. Everyone's fucking with me, but where I can be put in a position to change my life, I never really had those opportunities. I've never really had those opportunities. You get what I'm trying to say?
Why did you think that was?
I think it's probably just like I said, just everything that started from the whole stigma, the fact that there was people in the industry that got in there first that didn't fuck with man and just probably just blackballed man and stuff like that. And I think all them kind of like, obviously the man them are in the streets. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm making music, we're doing stuff like the man them are outside doing stuff like people are dying and things like these. Like this is really happening. You know what I'm trying to say? So people would look at man and think, oh yeah, you're good and all that, but we can't touch these people. Like they don't want to invite man to the places where you need to be, the parties, the this, the that. They don't want us there. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say?
They think man never had no house manners. You know what I'm saying?
No training in it, no home training.
They don't think that, but you know.
Was there any reason for them to believe that?
You
ain't even got no bloody manners now. No, the podcast called No Behaviour, and you're talking. I can't even imagine what it was like.
Imagine
5 minutes ago, let alone 5 years.
But you see how wicked it is, yeah. Man can't film No Behaviour in his mum's yard or my mum's yard and talk how flagrant we talk. You get me? That door's coming in. What did you just say?
Yeah, I hate you.
You understand? Man from a yard, man can't,
you know
what I'm saying? So man from
but even then, places, it doesn't matter what was going on. I've seen like I've been around everybody that's done their thing and that's had the opportunity, especially in the early doors and that. Like they took man from the roads. Yeah. So it's like, why is my street any different
to anyone else's
anyone else's street? These men are from the streets. Watch man from the streets go and get opportunities. And maybe people always will say that, obviously, like I don't know if man was lazy or man's work rate or whatever. Before then, like even before by Westwood, as a group, we never really done the solo thing. By Westwood, I think I came out of jail on Return of the King. That was my first solo mixtape. But before then, we're like 3-4 group mixtapes deep. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That everybody's talking about us. Then you go on the Westwood, you smoke the Westwood. I do features, smoked all the features that I'm on, all the upcoming artists and stuff like that. Like the same steps that like everybody else took to get signed.
Artists on their tracks, and then they're getting signed. The same
steps that everybody else took.
No, he's better than
to
them.
Get signed. I never had them opportunities. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's not like you shagged the deal or nothing.
Yeah, it weren't like a man saying so. It weren't.
Well, even to this day, you've never had the chances.
Maybe on Pen Game, no.
No, on Pen Game, they screwed me on Pen Game. I ended up taking a distribution deal and just patting up a little change or whatever. But when I was supposed to get the single deal, they pulled out of it last minute.
What?
They spoke. They said that they had the label meeting and someone said this song's not gonna work. I don't think you should do this. And they took the deal off the table. And I tried to go my own route and like generate more heat with it. Go get some like features and do a remix from all the popping artists and stuff that I was doing. And I hit every man up. Every man was just like, nah. I don't do remixes, and then I saw them on remixes 2 weeks later. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That so I tried to capitalize off it but if it weren't through no fault of my own, it didn't happen. But I got a distribution deal, got a little bit of money in my pocket, not anything like I should have had. But even then, I've seen people go viral and change their life for bollocks, and that's the first time I've gone viral in this new era, in this internet age. That's the first time I've experienced anything like that with all the hype I've had in the past and everything. Remember, internet's totally different. I've never gone viral before. Waking up and every man and his dog is playing man shit and doing man shit, and then all over the world, all these different countries, places I've never been. Do you know what I'm trying to say? People that I look up to, like rappers, Murder Mook and Graph and these people, and like doing man's thing, and I'm saying, rah, this must be it. This is it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is like it took a while, but this is it. Yeah. And then it wasn't it.
Do you know what's so bad about a life?
There's another door there.
So I hear about life
in
though.
the waiting room.
What life sometimes is so nasty is you only have yourself to compare it to.
100.
So you know, like for example, what you may consider the criteria, because it's the best that you've done, it just still might not be good enough.
Yeah,
but if you don't have someone else to compare it to directly within your circle, sometimes it could make you wind you up being bitter and so on and so forth. That's not the case with you guys though. One thing that I think is so smart, and I think you don't need to give yourself credibility for, is you looked at yourself as a full round brand. I don't know if it was on purpose or if it was by accident.
No, I'll give
so
him
you could have attacked it with just music, but you can still do music because you have the ability to. But as Mashtown, guess what? Here is a place for you now to express your personality.
He's resilient. I'd say he's resilient, 100%, because there'd be loads of man that would have quit after what, you know what I'm saying, innit?
100%.
He's put out good bodies of work. He's put out good tunes, untold times. You get it? At the same time as there's whack tunes out, and you know what I mean? He don't get the break that he deserves. Do you get it? But he's resilient. He came back again. You know what I'm saying? Innit? Rebranded, and boy, rating it. Innit? You know what I'm saying? Baby.
Well, let's talk about you then, Loons, because at the time I can say we can speak about Margs. We can go into more depth as well, and we will. Just speaking about some of the things such as he hasn't had an opportunity to get a deal, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. I didn't even know that. I genuinely thought that was just normal. That would have been normal for you. No. So I didn't know that. I also didn't know how difficult it was for you to even get on Westwood. I would have thought that was just something they would have just reached out to you because of, I didn't know it was a gig situation that manifested that. So now I'm realizing somewhere in translation between yourselves and opportunities, things were getting lost. Because all it is somebody to manage that situation and manage the way you speak to that group of people. Because we've grown up a particular way where we don't know how to talk to them, and they've grown up a particular way where they don't know how to talk to us. And it's the people that get the in between, but right, are they end up being the translators. You know where I'm coming from?
My thing has literally always been, I just need the opportunity and I'll knock it out of the park. And I feel like I proved that with Westwood. That Westwood, people, even now, look, I posted the other day, man, maybe that's one of the most legendary things. Like,
it is 100.
I done it on purpose. That's not an accident. I said, when they see me, they're going to say, I'm the best. I'm gonna smoke this. I weren't playing no games.
I thought it was just because you wore the jumper, but then after I watched it again, a jumper was BP though.
100%. all the comments is like, that jumper's mad.
It's cold. So all this street in the heat, you know, all this heat in the street. So music wise, things for me, I still believe there is a place, but I wanna again leave a lot of that for you to do it on No Behaviour in your own time. And I kind of want to talk about the transition of saying, what else can I do as Margs? What's Loons doing? how does he fit into this situation?
Well,
what were you doing though?
This is the walk
Doing up
What
roads.
were you doing?
What? Before No Behaviour, literally.
Let's just give us 2-3 years before, because we've heard that you were supporting them, man, and you were hating on Margs because he's light skinned.
Yeah. Calm things,
He's
man.
fly. He said it on the Westwood freestyle anyway that he was fly.
Needy.
And I see, and I see that you were hating.
Yeah, calm. Yeah.
2 years before No Behaviour, what's life for Loons like?
2 years before No Behaviour, it wasn't as hectic as people might have. Yeah, no. No, it weren't. It weren't as hectic as people might feel it was. Maybe 5 years before No Behaviour, it was wild. You get me? But yeah, I was going through a little transition. You get what I'm saying? I was going through a transition where, you know, it was just like raw. Like where it was a realization 2 years before No Behaviour that the roads ain't paying. But man, 2 years later, man was still on the roads.
It's all man knew after a while.
Yeah, it's just like raw. Like it was all this. It was contemplating raw. Am I gonna go down this like job route? And I'm not even on this. Do you get it? And it's all getting all embarrassing saying I'm not even on this job shit. Do you get it?
100%.
It gets all embarrassing when you get to certain ages and I'm just not on it. I know there's something better than this. Do you get me? I know. I don't know, man. It's gonna sound arrogant, and I just knew I was better than this. As soon as go sitting in some office.
No, I read that.
Or going and do up some factory shit. And people even people on my Facebook and that. Cause I'm enough outlandish on Facebook and shit. Do you get it?
Only there.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
You're humble everywhere else, but the Facebook.
No, I'm humble. Like he will tell you. Like I get on, and it's not. I don't get onto no man for working. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But it's just like I say, yo, I'm not gonna be the man, the ex-gangster, roadman, yakka man, that's delivering yodel parcels. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be that guy. I just refuse to do it because I see bro. I bust my door to get a parcel. You get it, yeah? And there's a man that was doing some big numbers, rude boy, running wings and that, delivering up parcels, bro. You get me? He goes, I know. And I think this ain't gonna be me. This is giving up.
Money off a Mecca to get to a point where...
That's, and I hear you.
But you see what? I'm not a slave to money. You get it, yeah? So if it ain't there, nah, move. You get what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying, innit? If it ain't there,
what? This is where, and Mark, this is where it's mad for me. I'm with you. For a long time, I wanted to live something else, and then the reality kicks in, and I'm just like, how much is my rent? How much is food for the year? All right, the tax. All right, so once I can pay that, I don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever's whatever. Like
whatever.
Once I know,
sim
for 1
only.
year,
I got a sim only.
I'm
I was out
cool.
here.
I just decided that everything from that is a bonus. Whereas before, it was, if I can't get 5 crep in this month, irrespective of what crep they are, and if it, my head was all over the place, bro.
When you're going through certain things, you're doing the things, especially like in the transition period. Some people don't know how to sacrifice, and that's why you could end up in the same,
I know how to sacrifice.
in the same routine and going back into different things. Like for me,
What did you sacrifice?
everything.
What do you mean?
I went through a phase where like man's dead, like broke, and I'm not doing road. Like obviously, man, a street man, so there's certain things that I'm always going to be involved in. But I'm saying the way man grow up hustling and making money.
You
and
dropped
what man
all it
doing,
all out.
Dropped it all out, even when there was nothing else for me. Like having to go through and being around. Remember, the whole gang get money and do what they do. They fly, balling, designer this, bust down this, whatnot. I'm saying that's not my story right now.
You could all be with them and they're pulling up hatons, blowing a quick 20.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I've seen the way they activate sometimes. I'm like, wow.
I'm saying
incredible.
if I fall back into this thing, because you get lost in the streets, you know what I'm trying to say, and I had to believe that there's something better and something more out there for me, because I don't want to do that forever.
It took him long to figure it
Do you
out.
know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, but I'm saying I'm not gonna just say, because the easy route out is just say, you know what, fuck it, man. Let me just go get a phone and get on the roads and build a line and do it. Man know how to do that. That's where man come from. That's what man know. But man also know, for as many good days as he has, it takes one bad day and you're done.
What?
And that's what it is with me. He'll say, look, that's what I'm saying. He's from the trap.
Yeah.
I'm from the era where we was, man will go, you go and rob banks, and I'm from that era. You get what I'm saying? My generation, we was running banks, post office, Bureau de Change, wherever, Tottenham High Road, West End, Holborn. You know what I'm saying, innit? Wow. What I've done is, do you know what I mean? And you know, like when you're a 2-striker, innit? I'm on 2 strikes for robbery. You get it? So I'm on 2 strikes for government robbery. So which is like post office, banks, book, all that. So and that is that, you know, like not even, but you know, like when you're young, when I was younger and carefree, you get it, yeah. As weird, that was my go-to thing. You get it? I'm going into the struggle. I know I got a couple. I could just hit these 2, man. Yo.
And then something like on.
What? Anything? I clocked the thing. You know, and 2 look, 2 boom. You know what I'm saying? Nyamums. You know, back plate.
The craziest thing is I know what you're saying. I don't know if everyone else does,
Bro,
but I know what you're saying.
Bro, I'm there, big plate now.
Guys,
I'm coming in. It's not just egg fried rice and sweet and sour sauce.
Big things
it's
are gone.
Big things are gone.
You might even give them the menu and say thank you.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, everything now.
Everything.
Fill up the bag there.
Fill up the
Brown cracker run.
everything I run. You know, like that.
Yeah,
bro,
man.
like you asked me, it was mad. So I'm saying, cool, I made the transition, of to be, because remember what I'm doing, it could potentially be 4 minutes of work, even less. 4 minutes is a sloppy job. You get it, yeah? But I'm saying 4 minutes of work to just give you a good round figure, ins, outs, and get away where you feel we're gone, we're that far away, they can't be boy them. You get it, yeah? And you could make what a trapper makes in a few months. Do you get it?
100%.
So when it was to make the transition into the roads to do up road, I'm like, what? I'm paying for something, getting something, a man saying, yo, and I'm only getting, and it's like, it's loads of dodging boy them. It's not a one blam and dodge the boy them, you know. It's loads of dodging boy them. Like, you got to tell the people, move up the road. Who's that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? For 20 pounds? This is mad. This is mad. You get me? So my first thing is I got it on tick. You see what I'm saying? I got it off tick, yeah? The first thing I got off tick, boom, hands give it to me on tick. So I got it on tick. So I mash it all out. So I was like, okay, I goes, give me another one. So I said, where's the money? I was like, what money? I thought that money's my money. Man said it is, but the thing costs this. I'm saying, what?
You can't believe it now. You thought it was a lot easier.
So what I thought, I spent, you see, I've got the money at my yard.
What did I spend?
I spent it mentally. It's that's, yeah.
Pause right there. This is what I find so sick about road. When people go to me, I dropped out the roads, and then I work in the industry now, and for example, I've got a record deal. I'm just like, yeah, that's just road, but you just pay the tax man. It's exactly the same thing. You get a consignment, it's a record deal. You get money that's not yours that you have to pay back. And then once you've paid it back, you start making money, and you can live the life.
But if you run on the record deal, what happens? Like, you know, like some artists just don't make music or change their
Yeah, but
name.
there's one artist called Krayshawn, I think it was, from back in...
Yeah, I remember that.
Didn't they get that Mills or something?
Fam, her song went mad, and I heard she got like $139 or something like that. So the same F3 that happens to you in the industry, where it could happen on the same on the road. It's the same thing. It's just that one makes you go prison and one don't. One just leaves you embarrassed.
Yeah,
in front of the world.
The man that sign them big
But
things,
what
they move like with that robber man attitude. They'll sign that big deal and blow it all, and then wait for the next thing, and then they ain't paid no taxes on it. None of these stuff.
Before you know, they're probably still going to prison as well. This is why I say I commend what you two have done. This is the grind. This is the appreciation that
late, man.
I'm making my own business. I don't have a secretary. I don't have a cleaner. I don't have someone to open and close. I don't have someone to do my finances.
No overheads.
But you know what? When they made Argos, the man who started that, he didn't have any of that as well. Look what Argos is today.
Yeah.
But a man like you are to thank for that.
100.
Because you, 100%.
Motivation,
for
man.
me to be in the position I am now, especially with the podcast, with No Behaviour and that, there's certain people that I know I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for. I class you as one of them, like Keith and Marvin, Taze and them man there.
They're incredible. 3 incredible humans. I love Marv's Instagram is too sick.
Yeah, like
Marv's a funny guy.
showing man something different, and giving man opportunities to do something different. Them man call me up on their show, call me back up on their show, call me back up on their show, take me on tour with them. You call me up on half cast. You phone me all the time. What are you doing? When are you gonna do your thing? What are you doing? Are you got any plans? What's this? What that? Like showing man that there's something else out there for man. You get what I'm trying to say?
Shit. At the time, I don't realize I'm doing that. You're just my brethren. So if you're as my brethren, one thing I always say is I know why I love my friends. So if you're not doing it, I just remind you. That's why I love you.
You ain't stopped doing that. You hit me up. You said, "Yo, come join Filthy." Like, don't just. You've called me on there from before, from years ago. You've called me on there. I've come on there a couple of times, but then for whatever reason, you hit man up and you're saying, "Nah, join." Like, come be a part of what's going on. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so you're always out here doing those kind of things. And I'm saying there's bare people that I wouldn't be in this position. Like I said, you, the free shots. You know what I'm trying to say? Even man like Chucky and that, like Bren.
Incredible.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's bare people more recently like Tigo.
Big up team, man.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? There is bare people, and obviously you put me around man that I don't know how man see me, but I'm letting you know I look up to you, man. And I rate what you do. The fucking Savage Dans, the Harry Pinero, Steve-O the Madmans. You are dope people. You are dope at what you do, and you inspire man to do things. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you show man. I tell people all the time, but it takes a whole village to raise a child, brother.
Trust me, my brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what people don't realise? You see in Caribbean homes, I know you know it. You know it's the grandma that raises the picnic for like 2-3 years before you go back to your own mum and dad. Like, that's what I'm from. So you see like the thing where people are like, oh, poet, you can't help everyone. I'm like, but someone has to help people. I don't know who it is, but someone has to. And if that becomes trendy, then I don't have to do it no more. So remember, and it is kind of trendy now.
Remember,
so I don't do
man
it
being lost in this music rat race, man being lost in this music rat race, and coming to terms with that, I'm always gonna have the reputation I had. People always think I'm cold, but I'm just not sure whether the masses want me like that or whatever. It's like.
But they prefer. I reckon they preferred like getting your personality as well.
I don't know, but it's like, look, it's free shots telling me come on the show. You telling me come on Halfcast. You bringing me on FilthyFellas, whatnot, and putting me out there and putting me in different positions to meet different people, and then use lots of people going out their way to hit man up saying you should do your own podcast.
Yeah,
you get what I'm trying to say? You should do your own podcast. You get what I'm trying to say? And it makes me sit down and start thinking, and then thinking, yeah, I should do my own podcast. All right, cool. What am I gonna do? Because whatever I do can't be like your thing, can't be like the free shots thing. I need to have my own. I need to make my own way. Or I'm just copying this. That's just not going to work. I need to stand out. How am I going to stand out? I need something special. How many special people do I know? Special needs.
What?
Yeah. Loons. Yeah.
See that?
He's clotheslined you in front of your family.
Don't worry.
JR's just gone mad.
No, because I've done the math. I'm saying Loons. Loons is the most funniest guy I know. Out of all my friends, he's like, not special needs, but he's probably the most special person I know. Man. He goes into a room, he lights the place up, he takes all the oxygen in it, and he's the guy. He's funny, and he does this every day of his life. This is what he is naturally. So then I start to think, if I can make people at home, see even just 15-20% of what we get, just as his brethren, I can't go wrong. They're gonna love him because he's a psycho. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what you've just done? For me, what you've done there.
Yeah, you scared me,
man. But he just looked at real life. He said, what works in real life? Me sitting down with Loons. I'll just put that on camera. Yeah, and for me, that's how simple life is making content.
But then
so
you cool. You see, like, and then this is why it's mad. Because he's there probably running through that. Because even before I went jail, he was speaking to me about that.
Oh, amazing.
Like, but it's just in the air, innit? It's whatever, innit?
I procrastinate a lot.
Yeah, so...
Join the club, so
but I'm not... We have loads of conversations, but I'm not talking about all this to him, you get it? But then I was in jail, you get it? So, again, I'm not really a visits person. You won't hear from me much. You know what I'm saying, innit? I'm not one of them, I'm not a pest. Because you see what it is, I hold feelings. So, if I feel... Jail man will know. You keep on phoning people, they'll eventually ring you out. God, man, that's keep me on the phone forever. So what's going on out there? Nah, man. You know that it's just long, and then I don't want to feel like I'm a burden. I put myself here. You get what I'm saying? So I torture myself, like literally torture. When I go jail, I don't know about anyone else. I torture myself. You get me? I'm not one of them man that gets Gucci shirts and that sent up. I'm not one of those guys, bro.
What are you doing?
Bro, I'm just in a night tracksuit. I get like 2, maybe 3 tracksuits sent up.
Yeah.
I don't do visits. Not on visits. Don't buy phones. I don't do none of that shit. Don't do none of that shit.
What is there a reason why you say to yourself, I don't want to...
I'm not banking no phone, and I'm not having no phone in myself to give me no extra time. Yeah. I ain't running down no gal. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. I phone my mum. Yeah, that's it. If you want to get a message to me, everyone knows.
But you phone me though.
Yeah, but That's what I'm gonna say. You had that's what I was getting to. So I heard what happened to you, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying, yo, I need to get his number on my team.
Because I nearly did. All right.
Yeah,
Blood.
nearly dead. So this is my guy. You get what I'm saying? It's my guy. You get it? Even though I have to phone him. You get me? He knows where it is. You get me?
But let's pause there. Let me just before you carry on, because we can't just, some things you can't just sort of skim over, like, yeah. And then Margs almost died, and then went to the sweet shop. It's like you can't just skim over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go into that. So, how did you find out the news?
I think I phoned my old girl, phoned my mum, and obviously my boy Nate Freshka, bro, he was like in contact with my mum regular. You get me? So he was probably one of the first man them I had on my phone list. Do you get what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah.
Like he was like, when a man's pressuring mummy, like pressure, well, is he good? Is he this? Does he need money? Does he?
Of course.
So when he was doing that, I didn't feel like I'm gonna be a burden. Do you get me? He's sending me money. I'm not even hitting him. I'm getting post orders. Do you get what I'm saying, innit? So my mum said, he said, call him ASAP. And I was like, she said, make sure you call him because he's phoned me 3 or 4 times.
Just say
And said, call him ASAP. So I was like, okay, cool. I got in trouble for this because I was late for education because you know how it is. They're calling. They let you out to go education, but I jumped on the phone.
Yeah.
You get me? Just to see if my mum's good. You get it?
Okay.
But then she said, you got to call Nate. Call him now. You get me?
Yeah.
And it's early doors. So I'm thinking, yeah, cool. I phoned him. He goes, yo, I see on Instagram from yesterday something happened to Margs.
I remember as well.
Yes, I'm saying, what are you talking about? And he goes, nah, he's bad. There's something about his brain. I'm saying, what? But obviously, me and him lost our brethren. You get me?
Yes.
And it was like something with a brain, or I don't know. And, you know what I'm saying, innit? So it's just not what I want to hear, innit?
Not at this present moment in time,
yeah.
though.
And I said, I need his number. So he's like, I got the. He knew that was the lines of it. So he had your number for me. So he's give me your number. But it takes a few days to get on. Do you get it? So
You're not going to be distracted now.
No, I'm ready.
Go on. Go on, Loons.
Give it no goddamn Arsenal.
So we were I've gone to the screw and I'm like yo, I need this number on, It got on in like 48 hours, innit? So but I'm obviously getting updates from Nate. Nate's like, he ain't posting. I'm like, phone, Mac, whatever. And then he was like, oh, Mark's posted. He posted thing. He said something like, but it was cocky. So I said, he's good. But I still need money.
You still need to hear him, though. You need to hear it yourself. I know them ones.
Like, I think your first post, I nearly dead, but he said you was groggy. He was arrogant, but he was himself.
Because Margs is one of them ones. It's like, you don't need to know there's a problem. I'll tell you there's a little bit, but I'm not going to tell you the full extent.
Yeah.
So just know I'm okay.
Yeah, he's probably balling just before the video and balling straight after. You know what I'm doing?
But in between, for this part, in between means, yes. In the meantime, between time.
Listen, people, my God, yeah. You know, when he posted this there. So obviously, the phone got on, boom, boom, boom. I remember my first thing I said to him, I said, brother, what are you trying to do? Make me break down in jail? You trying to make me cry in jail? But don't try and die upon me, really, boy.
That's the last thing you...
Yeah, that's what I just said to him. I said, he's good. Boom, 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 boom. So we start talking. He was out. He was good. Boom, boom, boom. We started talking. So I eventually get onto the street shit, innit? Like, cool. He's good, innit? You're good? You're good? Me good? You're good?
We're good.
All right, then. So who's going?
So where were you at that time? Because for me, I was very confused. Where were you at that time when this whole situation is happening?
What, when I got fucked up?
Bro, I was scared still.
I was in the gym. I was in the gym on the treadmill, and then something just went mad in my head, like, and then I fainted, collapsed off the treadmill. Probably seen you seen the meme when a man drops off the treadmill while he's still running.
Why is everything just got to be funny to you? Like, even like something serious like this, a man almost dead, he's now talking about memes.
No, because I could just imagine what it looked like. I dropped like a sack of potatoes, rude boy. I'm running. I wasn't even going hard. I'm not a gym. I'm not a cardio man. You know what I'm trying to say? I was doing a light little warm up with my brethren. Something just went bang in my head, and I'm saying, bruh. Oi, this is crazy. I rest on the side. My brother's like, you alright? And I'm like, bruv, my head's moving mad. And then next thing I know, I was on the floor with my back on the floor, looking up at the sky. You get what I'm saying? People are around me. You get me? I'm like, what are you doing? Move for me. What are you doing? And I'm saying, wait there. What? Wait there. I'm on the floor. What? Did I faint? Never fainted in my life. I'm not a fainting man. I've been stabbed in my head. All of that. I don't even black out. I'm always conscious. I've never fainted in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? But for me to be in there and then here and then use it around me, I done the math. I fainted. You get me? I was livid. I was mad that I fainted, and all these people are around me trying to help me. This is what he's mad at. Because I'm saying am I some type of idiot? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
big man, you're not well right now. Can we just?
But I don't know that. I'm saying nah. They're saying to me lie down. I said I don't want to lie down. I'm all right. I'm gonna stand up. I stand up. My head kick off, rude boy. I said, you know what? I'm gonna lie down. Yeah. Let me lie down right now.
Wobbly and all that.
Yeah, it's all crazy. Then I threw up everywhere. They said, nah, they need to call the ambulance. Felt like an idiot. They put me in a neck brace. You know how I feel about neck braces.
I've been in a neck braces on the picture, that idiot thing like that.
Neck braces are my funniest thing in the world. See, if I see, like, if I heard you had an accident and you came to the room and you're in a neck brace, I'm laughing.
It's over.
Yeah, I can't help myself. Neck braces are my funniest thing.
You know what? We've just grown up watching comedy where every time something happens to someone, they're in a neck brace, everyone's laughing at them. Yeah. The neck brace, and when the dog has the ice cream cone on, we're laughing.
Yeah. They put me in a neck brace, brother. I'm blowing the little Nubian thing in the gym's there, stroking up my brow, making sure I'm all right and all that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, the ambulance come, take me away, bring me to the hospital, and then that's when they told me what happened. Well, they went and scanned whatever, and then they told me what happened. Said, oh yeah, you're lucky. You had a bleeding on your brain. It's called an aneurysm. Whatnot. You know what I'm trying to say? And they say a lot of people don't really come back from this. You get what I'm saying? Some, like, it's like thirds. They say like 1/3 of the people died. The other third will be vegetable state. And then obviously there's the lucky third like you, man. And it only happens to like 4% of the country or something stupid like that. Yeah, it's not even like something that's super duper common in comparison to the whole population. You get me? But it happened to me, and I'm saying I don't know why. But I was mashed up after that, and I was just there just trying to recover and that. But obviously I came back fast, I came back strong, came back bigger and better. You get what I'm saying? They can't hold me down. Come on, man, you know the game, man. Stop the foolishness, man.
Now, do you know what I find remarkable about your stories? Because we're going to have to do a part 2 as well. What I find remarkable about your stories is because the amount of moments of adversity you've both had to come through to be the people that you are today means that if you do a podcast, you know, like everyone's doing podcasts, and this is no disrespect to everyone. Sometimes I think, if you haven't got the story that Margs and Loons have got, what are you going to tell me? Because I know why Stone Cold is doing a podcast. Man, their stories must... The Undertaker and... I get why, if you've been living in the world of entertainment, but if you're just fresh up on the thing, I would love to know what you've got to talk about.
Obviously,
maybe I need to listen.
We run into certain things certain time, but more time we try to keep it light-hearted and casual. Do you know what I'm saying? So we ain't even scratched the surface. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you
see, like, man's reputation is like man with some stone cold savages that are where we're from as a whole. Yeah, Hackney as a borough. You know, like they were Hackney, but you know what I'm saying, innit? They was all Hackney boys who spoke the party, or you know, wherever, London Fields boys or wherever.
100%. You don't spot a few parties that I went to. I only went there as a, you know, just to come and say hello. I remember Hackney Central, HC. There was a nice little place.
That was our little.
I went there literally just to have a drink, and within half hour to 45 minutes, there was loads of things happening, and someone advised that I leave the venue. So I ran.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we were like proper shitbags, innit? Yeah, but underneath it all, yeah, like if you came round us, you know, like when it was weird.
Man, jovial characters.
Yeah, you see, like the working man, we had enough of our brethren though, like proper, legit, not on, and they're hanging around with not like literally, but serial killers, but not literally, if you get it. Yeah?
Listen, I remember going to watch Arsenal versus Fulham reserves and seeing a guy. My friend Gareth he used to hang around with some people from East London, and he used to tell me about a guy called Peanut or something that played football for Fulham. Guy's a baller.
Big up nuts.
And I was like, oh my God, he's from Ashtown as well. So it's like, let's not just narrow it down and just say Ashtown's just, no. There are other individuals there that had loads of different qualities, but because you were from an area that was a working class area, predominantly ethnic minorities there, and crime rate is quite high, if you're gonna get known for anything, if that's the most popular thing in that field, of course you're gonna be known for that. But at the same time, there was loads of other things that you
loads
offer.
of working
Loads
man,
of
Pat, Pinky. There was loads, innit? So that we and they're in the park, and these times I'm a full-time bank robber. Like, you know, no facts only. And you know, man's having dubbing matches with them, cussing. You know, we're cussing. This man's going to work. You know what I'm saying? And man's ripping. We're ripping each other. You know what I'm saying? And having banter, and that's what it is. Because you see what I noticed with the other, like, per se, hard men in the areas, you know, like, they ain't got no sense of humour. If you can't laugh at yourself, then, do you know what I'm saying, innit? There's a time and a place to be bad. Because me, you see me and I'm happy. We like to have fun. That's the aim of the game, innit? We don't like what man do. Do you get me? Or what man done. Do you get what I'm saying, innit? Man don't want to do it. Do you get me? Man don't want to do it. That's why when it comes to saying, you know what, it's not for me, it's so easy to just man don't fiend to hit the roads.
Do you know what though?
Do you get what I'm saying?
One thing I was saying
to crash through ceilings.
We've got to give anyone that works a 9 to 5. I have to give them. I can say you're allowed to have no sense of humour. Because do you know why? Do you know why? 100. You see my uncles and my aunties, some of them, they work 9 to 5. Miserable. They are the most miserable set of people, but the responsibilities they had, I don't even know when they had a little fun. Because they were looking after like 2-3 picnic. Then they had bills to pay. So once you've paid the bills and looked after the picnic, you got about 5 minutes at the end of the evening to watch EastEnders.
100%.
You've already missed 25 minutes. So now you've caught the boom, but you're pissed off. I get it.
That's why you got to do it up like West Indians, and you got to just send the picnic to bed early.
You give the picnic to the nan, and 3 years later, I'll meet you. I hear it. I fully hear it.
Come on.
Nah, but do you know what? I mean, I do want to do a part 2 with you lot as well. I do, because there's other things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the era when Dappy was introduced. I want to talk about the era from Ashtown when a lot of the raves are getting locked off, and they're blaming you. I want to talk about some other stuff, and so people understand the journey that you lot have come through to be where you are today. To me, is ridiculous.
It's the game.
It's
man,
absolutely ridiculous. To end it though, what does no behavior?
But
what does no behavior represent for you? What was the, because we've spoken about a lot of but when was the first episode? What was the day of the first episode? The first time you said we're doing no behavior, how did that day go?
What the
first one.
Don't give me because you know what?
The pilot episode I ain't touched the streets.
Give me the pilot episode and then give me the first one.
I was on a 2-day bender. I was on a 2-day mad zones, yeah. Try say, yo, I just need 2 hours, man. All I'm doing is chatting. Mark said it's just chatting. You get me? So Mars pulled up, picked me up. I was fairly fresh from jail these times, innit? So yeah, all Marks coming when I got out of jail and that. So he came and scattered me and all that. You know, he just watched over me and that, kept on checking me and that. So this is weird. And then he come and got me. We've gone there. I'm like lit still. And then he's just talking to me, and I'm just like, But when he kind of insulted me, I'll rip him. Do you get me? Yeah. So Brent saw
that one. Brent, the first one. That's not even the pilot. That's the first one. Remember the first one we done? Oh yeah. We said nah, and we tried to do our own thing. Remember that's where you have to big up Keith again, because I'm even like the visuals of it, the look of it, everything just went right. Even
I said it wrong. Mark tried to bring us some ghetto studio, and there was just there was a big fridge behind us. I was like, bro, this ain't right, man. I said this, bro. Go fuck it, man. It's me, bro, man.
There's a man outside selling tea bags, pretending it's weed. There's bare problems in it.
Broken.
And that's why, big up Brent. Brent produces the show for us now, but it's like, obviously, like a man, like I'm saying, you're meeting people, you're building relationships. I talk to Keith all the time. That's my dog. Have certain conversations. Let him know.
Exposed.
Yeah, Mr. Exposed.
I'm on him anyway. Every time I see him,
you can't be on him, man. He's my guy, man.
I'm on him all the time. But I have to tease him because I know he takes it. He hasn't got a sense of humor as well.
He has though.
He's funny, man.
I love getting on him. I get on him about things that I know he has no sense of humor about. Okay. Where you can cuss him about anything, certain people will make laughter over there really, really loud for you to forget about that. But I don't forget about that. I'm the nasty one that sits down in the corner like, what are you trying to hide over there? I'm going over there. I'm nasty like that.
No, come, man.
Come over. So I just tease him about it.
Yeah, so man spoke to Keith, told him my concerns about certain things, and he's like, rah. He's like, use our spot. Go meet Brent. Obviously, I knew Brent from going on their show and going on tour with them. And
Brent Fears?
No.
Oh, they're gone.
Brent, our producer, produces No Behaviour for us. He does 3 shots of tequila.
Trini Brent.
He's from Trinidad.
Yeah, he's a Trinity man.
Roti
You know
Brent.
the vibe, yeah. The man got the roti and the vibes, and
Big
it's
him up,
crazy.
yeah,
The
'cause
women
he's-
over there are quite nice, so I imagine.
Yeah, he's definitely a big part of what we're doing as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, Brent, big up, Brent.
yeah, like Keith, like literally, like that's what I'm saying. That's their guy. That's their thing. Like Keith said, look, we've got this set out this spot. Like use it. You get me? Link him. Use our spot. Use our place. One and whatnot. Like and then we went to Brent's. And then when we went to Brent's,
I fucked up.
that's when you was on the back of your bender and he was just sitting there all fucking monged out and that and just and man was like, bruh, like, come on man, you gotta give me a bit more than this, man. Like think,
But you know what
this
you
ain't
are?
gonna work.
You're like Wayne Rooney. You know he might get sent off a couple of times. You know he's got a bit of anger. But if you take that out of his game, is he even Wayne Rooney? So you know what? You've got to have them wild moments. ODB.
No,
He was a madman. You need the madman.
Guys, we just had to just do it now, where we film on like a Thursday.
Why?
Because
No
you know,
chance of
like
anything.
after filming, I can get lit, and then the rest of the time's mine.
Like,
You know?
Sick.
Compromise.
Yeah, you just got to meet in the middle. But it's not like I even do get drunk and all that no more as well. You know
No
what I'm saying?
baby to the world, man.
He
So
says this drinking a Magnum. There's also rum on the table.
Yeah, but I'm not getting like
burst.
So where are you right now?
what?
Because your eyes are closing when they won. You've been doing the Stevie Wonder for moments. You've just been doing this for time.
What's going on? That's him.
No
That's
ba-
mopping.
That's the Stevie Wonder. What's going on?
You know mine too. I don't worry about that.
Oh, this is
Edit that.
Fuck. No Behaviour. It's our little fug mansion. That's what it is. It's like a little place where we can kick it. You heard that what Park was talking about?
The reasons why I think No
wonder if
Behaviour.
Heaven got a girl.
It's funny when you said that you was trying to find out who you were and you didn't want to copy like loads of other different people and so on and so forth. You see, this is what you have to understand. You man are part of culture, and you lot are an integral part of culture. You man are foundation. We're playing catch up with you from day one. That's in real life, and that's where everything stems from. So just because you see man doing whatever we're doing, we would have taken subconsciously parts of you lot's personality early on, because before man, there was only you lot. So when you're saying you don't want to copy no one, you can't copy no one. You're Margs. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, I respect that.
You're the foundation
Yes,
where
sir.
where everything's come from. So how can you'll never be copying anyone? If you take any traits from us, you're probably just taking back what is rightfully yours in some cases.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm coming from? When it comes to personality, Mashdown Tracks had mad personality, mad character.
Skits,
From early,
all
yeah.
that.
So you had skits. So if you had you shouting at the start, yeah, man. So for me
Yeah,
to now
mate.
eradicate the fact that you lot will have personality is stupid, because the package that I get in terms of music and a body of work has so much to it.
Well,
You couldn't be copying people.
That's just what we rely on, innit? Because if someone asks us what's No Behaviour about, I couldn't tell you. It's not about nothing. We talk every week from week to week. It's about me and Loons, and it's our personalities. If you like us, you listen and you rock with us, and if you don't,
And the thing is this, you lot are just great examples of people from our community, and if you don't understand, then you weren't from our community, or it's not for you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing,
Nothing wrong
and,
with that
and
at all.
I'm here to tell everyone, there's nothing, I know being black is cool, I know this culture is cool, but don't feel obligated to understand everything from it, and if you don't understand it, you dismiss it. It's our thing.
Yeah.
So you can't dismiss what we, this
Don't
is
fear
the
what you
truth.
can't understand.
Don't, just seek knowledge.
So,
Seek knowledge, and if you don't understand, overstand. Anyway, I gotta go and watch this game, because you lot can stay, obviously.
come on.
yeah,
Specs
I'm
tried to
gonna watch
sleep
this.
here.
Specs bring a blanket.
Big fact. Oh, this live. I was thinking this is.
He ran a blanket here.
Yeah, I watched him do the episode and he brought a
What was he
blanket.
doing? But but that was on the flipping Poem Vooch podcast. I was like, what's he doing? He's like, no, there's no rules. There's no rules. What do you mean there's no rules?
I said there's no rules.
When I pay rent, there's a couple of rules. I can't lie, fam.
Specs is the truth. Specs is special. He's just as special as Loons. He's one of the few special people that I know in my life.
Who's
Definitely.
worse, Loons or Specs?
Respect. 100.
Specs.
And on that note, like, share, and subscribe. Please do subscribe,
button.
because if you do want black people to stay off road, if you keep subscribing, we potentially can get more loans of gold, so we can take care of our
Yeah,
families.
and if you ain't checked out No Behaviour by now, you're not aware of it, go and type in No Behaviour podcast. It's on YouTube, it's on
Super
Spotify,
necessary.
and watch me and Loons work. Let us know what you think of it.
And everything we've spoken about is also on YouTube. The Mashtown Freestyle from Westwood is there. If you don't go and watch it, but you're going to have an opinion on it, you just remind me of me when I speak about Spanish football. Take care, everyone. See you later.